So I grew up in Swiss Cottage in Camden with my mum. We used to live in Burnham Tower right at the top, so we had a great view over the whole of London. We moved to Ghana when I was about 8 years old, shortly after my dad passed away. My dad was a happy person, as anyone who knows him would tell you. He just seemed in general to be an optimist. Didn't seem to be a negative type of person who got angry much of the time. Seemed to get along well with people. That's something I picked up with my mum as well as my dad. So my mum she also finds it easy to start conversations with lots of people. She's always trying to learn something new or watching documentaries about something she's interested in and getting me into different things that I never even knew about before. It was her who originally got me onto trading forex as a whole. I knew nothing about it before she mentioned it to me. I think living in Ghana gave me a different perspective on life and more appreciation for certain things, and also where my mum and my grandma and where I come from. So we came back to London when I was about 12 years old, and we moved in with my grandma in Rolly Way. Living with grandma is, when I think back on it now, was actually really good for me, I think, because sometimes it can get annoying living with an older person. You might not agree on all the same things, but when you sit down and you listen to them, they do impart a lot of knowledge and wisdom onto you, and you learn certain values like gratitude and appreciation for things. And yeah, I think when you have a grandparent that's involved in your life as much as my grandma is involved in mine, you're a very lucky person to have that influence. I went back to secondary school in year 8. I went to UCL Academy, which is in Swiss Cottage, so it's not too far where I used to live. So at school I was doing alright at first, but my grades started to slip because I wasn't really interested in school at the time, and I just used to get in trouble and stuff like that. So I left secondary school when I was 15 years old, before I got my GCSEs, and I was just kind of floating in and out of different type of homeschooling and sort of stuff like that, and just getting in little bits of trouble here and there.
So you spoke about getting into trouble. Do you want to just elaborate on that a little bit?
So in the summer before I left school, I was arrested with a knife, but luckily I got off easy and I was allowed to do just a few months of community service and learning how to fix bikes and stuff like that. And at the beginning of this year, I was arrested inside a house where I had £400 with me, and it was seized by the police because they suspected the money I had on me as proceeds of crime. But that case was thrown out because I hadn't committed any criminal act. So this year, at the beginning of summer, I moved in with my uncle and my auntie in Stratford. Living with my uncle and my auntie and my cousins it's nice because obviously I get to help out with my little cousins every day and I love them a lot. My uncle and auntie they're nice to live with as well, because I like the family dynamic they all have. It's like being in a real life sitcom. But like they can ease up with me washing their dishes and stuff like that, but apart from that I can't really complain. uncle introduced me to Desmond, and they enrolled me onto the Amey Finance Academy, which is what I've been doing up till now. I think it's been a very beneficial process because I managed to it's given me goals to work towards, and a broader perspective of what could be possible in the future, and different types of people to network with, and to just see what can be achieved, when you decide to work hard at something and make changes in your life. So also, since moving in with my uncle, my auntie, and my 2 little cousins, they've introduced me and put me in different environments with a lot of different types of people, like businessmen and people like their friend Kwame, who's a businessman, their friend Colin, who is in property, and Desmond himself, who does the trading. And I think it's inspiring to see what you can do when you believe in yourself and you work towards it, because if you know Desmond, it wasn't that long ago he was a teacher, and now he runs this whole academy in One Canada Square. And the same with Colin, how he's told me all the jobs he's had before he got into property. But it lets me know that whatever I want to do, essentially, if I work towards it, I can do it. There's nothing stopping me by myself.